Okay. So 2012, you have to think differently on white and red, because this is a great vintage of white. We had the summer was not warm, very warm, and September was very nice, quite dry, and we have made lovely dry white wine. I remember the vintage in Sauternes, because we are doing the Clos des Lunes dry in Sauternes, and our neighbors were not harvesting Sauternes because it was too dry. But we were harvesting every day some dry white when the neighbors were not harvesting any sweet. The botrytis was not there. It came later, but 2012 was not easy for Sauternes, when it was really an easy vintage for dry white wine. We make quality and quite a good quantity to compare with red, because we have done the white in September in lovely condition. So white, we have a lovely acidity, we have a lovely concentration. Is in the style of 10 and 14. These three vintages are quite close, with level of alcohol quite high, certainly something around 14, but pH quite acid. That means low acidity, high acidity. That means that this wine has a structure of the alcohol and the acidity, the freshness of the acidity. So there is a lovely balance in this wine. You know, the warm vintage, I like to say that 5 to 10 years for Domaine de Chevalier Blanc on a warm vintage is enough. But on a cold vintage, like 12 or 10 or 14, you can wait 10, 15, 20 years. And this 2012 Domaine de Chevalier Blanc, you can wait. You are too young to say that now, or I am too young or too old. But this wine can age for nearly ever. We test recently a 1964, 50 years old, white, magnifique. Voilà. So I can guarantee this wine, not in 50 years, but in 30 years, no doubt. This is a great vintage of white. Red 2012 is, for me, the best vintage of the three. Between 11, 12 and 13, 12 is the best for us. I know that some chateaux are a little bit different, but there is, in 12 there is a lovely purity. The vintage is not great, but it's very clean. In 11 or 13, the maturity was not so easy, and we have some difficulties in the maturity, and 12 was mature. It's not a great wine, but is a lovely maturity. It's not a big wine, but like 99. I love the 99 because it's a lovely wine to drink after 10, 15 years. Very pure. 2006 is a little bit also in this style, very clean. And 12 is in this style. So it's too early to drink that. But in